welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. In this video, I'll be showing you how my wife and I built an 8-foot by 8-foot sandbox using 2x12 boards. And it was a big upgrade for us. As we can see, we went from that little sandbox to the big one. We've got 2 kids, so we needed it. I'll show you the breakdown of materials as we see here and costs, and go through how to build it. So it was around 400 bucks, give or take 400 to 450. It wasn't cheap, but it's what we wanted to do. And wood was super pricey. It was 50 bucks for each 2x12 board. We did redwood so that it would help prevent rot. And in this video, we're only actually showing you 30 50-pound bags of sand, but we're going to add 10 more to get the appropriate depth, about 4 inches, and that will be $150 for the sand. So those are the 2 major expenses. And then everything else that you see laid out there. Now, as far as actually putting the boards together, I didn't record video of this, so this is the best I got for you. But to make it 8 by 8 square, you just butt the boards up against each other in this way, and then I laid them flat and flush against the top edges, and then put 3 screws in each side. And then on the insides, I put some brackets that you see here, and 4 screws in each of those. And then I put it in place, dug out a few inches of dirt, put the wood frame on it, and then dug it out more precisely and settled the wood frame into our little hole that we'd made. So here we see the frame is settled in, and we've leveled it out, just putting a level on top of the boards and removing some dirt as we needed until it got to where all 4 sides were level. And I want to show you here a little bit more about the construction of the frame. We got these 3 screws, just those 3-inch screws, 3 on each side to fasten those. And then on the inside corners, we put those brackets, those 6-inch steel brackets, 4 1¼ screws in each of those. And that felt really solid for the frame, and we just put it in that hole nice and snug, and it's ready for the sand. So we then pulled out all the rocks and leveled the dirt inside the frame and started putting down the landscaping fabric. We put 3 rows of landscaping fabric both directions, and with 50 feet of landscape fabric, that's just the right amount. So you can have 2 or 3 inches of leeway on each side to staple it in, and that'll leave you a couple feet left over, if anything. So you can't have too much extra slack on that landscaping fabric or you'll run out with the 50-foot roll that I got. So here we see we're still just putting the first 3 rows down, and then once we get it all stapled in, we'll cut that off with a knife, as we're doing here, and then we'll do the rows the other way. So we double layered it just because we wanted extra coverage there, and it wasn't that much for 50 feet of fabric. So once all that was down, we were ready to put in some sand, and we just went for it. Now these 2 first bags look a little different color because one of them was wet when we got it from Lowe's, but it's the same sand, it's just the play sand. And this is most of the sand in the box already. So we raked it down flat. I mean somewhat flat, you know, got it all nice and square, put it around that landscaping fabric on the edges, and it was essentially ready to play with from that point. Our 2 kids have loved it. As you see, it's a big upgrade. And if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. and let me know what ideas you have or how you've built a sandbox. Some other things that we're thinking of doing are perhaps adding a roof to it, or maybe even adding some 2x6s on the corners for seats. But yeah, I'd love to hear your comments on this, what you've done that you've liked as well. And we really like the 2x12s personally, because it's just so nice and tall. So that's worked great for us. Best of luck with your sandbox, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.